Welcome to the Goalbusters Expert Peak Productivity Tips podcast, where top business experts get just 7 minutes to answer 5 rapid-fire questions about what they do and how they stay productive. Each episode is packed with actionable insights to help boost your efficiency and achieve your goals. Let's dive in and unlock the secrets to peak performance.
Well, hello everyone. My name is Robin J. Emden and I'm an accountability coach and author of Get Resultsology, the science of getting stuff done. I work with people who run their own business. No boss, distractions everywhere and never enough hours in the day. Together we cut through the noise, sharpen their focus and follow through on the big ideas that actually move the needle. That's what I call the momentum formula. Do it today, profit tomorrow, and repeat. If that sounds like the kind of breakthrough that you've been looking for, then you're in exactly the right place. And speaking of being in exactly the right place, my guest today is Mark Given. Mark is an Amazon #1 best-selling author and a seasoned professional with over 25 years of experience speaking to companies and associations on leadership and strategic planning. He has a proven track record of driving growth and innovation in various industries. Mark is especially well known for his exceptional communication skills and his ability to help people build strong relationships. Mark is passionate about mentoring and developing future leaders, and we're going to put his exceptional communication skills to the test today by welcoming you, Mark, to Goalbusters.
You're very kind, Robin. Thank you for having me today.
You're very welcome indeed. Whereabouts in the world are you, Mark?
I am in a little town called Roanoke Rapids, North Carolina, which is northeastern North Carolina on the border of the state of Virginia and North Carolina. Beautiful country, beautiful part of the United States.
Right, and you don't have any sea there. So if I started to swim now from England to meet you for a coffee in a few weeks' time, I would never find you.
Wouldn't find me here. I'm a couple hours inland, so you'd have to find the ocean and then the Roanoke River, and then
I can't. Oh my goodness, I can't swim upriver. So that's that idea gone. Listen, I'm waffling on. Shall we do the questions instead?
Absolutely.
All right, I'll put the clock up on the screen, and there it goes. Mark, could you tell me, please, who is your ideal client?
Yeah, I really spend a lot of time talking to professional business people and leaders and companies and organizations, although I've worked with educators as well, but individuals that are seeking personal growth. That's my forte, and helping people understand the importance of building, maintaining, and repairing trust.
Fantastic. And you've alluded to it there, but perhaps you would like to expand on it more, because I'm sure there's more to say about what kind of problem or problems you solve.
Yeah, you know what? We live in a world where trust is a key element to our success, whether it be in relationships or whether it be in business. And although many people look at trust as a concept, there's really a science in building relationships through trust. When you have trust, things go well. When there's a lack of trust, the world crumbles. My daughter would say, I try to spend time teaching people to be better people. I really try to teach people to build trust and maintain trust.
Yeah, and there's not enough of that in the world today, that's for sure. Okay, so we can certainly appreciate someone that works to build that. That's fantastic. So what is one valuable free action that the audience can implement that will help them to solve this particular problem?
If we could all understand that, because trust is not just a concept, but a real principle, that there's actually what we call the trust-based pyramid, which begins with a foundation, right? The introduction, which then goes to rapport, building rapport, which then goes to maintenance and care, being a giver, which then goes to repair, because we make mistakes. We're human beings. And so if people would understand that trust is not just, oh, I think I know it when I see it, and I don't trust that person. But when we understand that you have to grow it, you have to earn it, you have to develop it, you have to maintain it, and then you have to know how to fix it when you mess it up. When people understand that, they really can progress in life and in business. And when they don't understand it, it's a real challenge to go to just get up every day.
Yes. And I will say to you also, for people listening, we've never met before and we've never spoken before, but I was very impressed when I got a reply to our invitation to join us today, and and you opened it with you were how always looking for opportunities to serve. And there's nothing more, in my opinion, there's nothing more powerful than that to help build trust. If you come from a place of service and you mean it, people pick up on that, and that starts to build that all important rapport, which is the next stage.
Yeah, thank you for saying that. My philosophy really is that getting paid and income is a byproduct of excellent service. When you provide value and that's focused on the other person and the other organization, whatever their need is, then getting paid is a wonderful benefit. So service is the focus, and then great things can happen when you provide quality service and
Yes,
to their
absolutely. The two don't always go hand in hand, and there's lots of people who serve that don't want money. But if you have your, but if your model is that, I'd like to get paid for what I do, you're right. People are much happier to pay you if you are putting them first and up front, and you are serving. I completely agree with you. All right, so now that we have a little bit better understanding of what you do, I say a little bit because I've only given you like 3 minutes to tell us. So we can't possibly understand everything that you do, but let's dive briefly into goal busting, which is focusing on how to maximize productive time to achieve your business goals. Mark, could you share any tips or advice for someone looking to improve their productivity habits?
Yeah, I would say that part of building trust is understanding that things that get scheduled get done. And so if you begin the day to be very productive, in other words, you have a plan that you organize. So here's my day, here's what needs to happen, here's when it needs to happen, and you schedule it. It's not just about time management, it's about building trust within yourself, building trust in the things that you do. So I really believe that simple phrase, things that get scheduled get done. And when you schedule the morning and then the afternoon and the day, wonderful things happen. You get at the end of the day and you think, hey, this has been a good day. I built trust. I've helped people. I've accomplished some things of value. Here's the things I didn't get done. Can we do those tomorrow? So I think the beginning of the day is a critical portion of success and accomplishing goals. It's all part of building trust.
Yeah, I completely agree. I love getting up in the. I'm a morning person, and the mornings for me are fantastically productive times. By this time of day, it's like 6 o'clock in the evening for me, and I'm still going, and I'm actually full of energy right now. But that's because I'm working and on air with you. But yeah, I was starting to flag by then. But actually, one of the things I wanted to say to you was one of the great things about scheduling is, especially if you build in you pre-decide what it is that you want to do in that time. It's pre-decided, because quite often like, I deal with procrastination, as that's my theme, that's the thing that I deal with. And if you haven't pre-decided, that can really trip you up, but building a schedule encourages you to do that. Do you agree?
I do agree. I absolutely do agree. And scheduling is important. I mean, as soon as we finish today, because I'm in Eastern North Carolina, I already scheduled a lunch date with my lovely bride. It's on the calendar. We know what time when I finish here, we're going to go grab a sandwich. And we knew ahead of time, and it just makes the day flow better because when you schedule stuff and you're focused and you're organized, it helps you accomplish what you really want to accomplish, and it builds internal trust.
Okay, that's brilliant. Thank you. And in the few seconds we've got remaining, I'm not going to ask you what you pre-decided you're going to have for lunch. Instead, I'm going to ask you what I should have asked you today that I didn't, and your answer, please. And take a little bit more time if you need it, by all means.
Good. Let me just share a 15-year study that was done by Harvard University about how quickly people decide on our characters. And one of the things you wouldn't have even known to ask is we've all been taught that we only have one opportunity to make a first impression. But that 15-year study determined that how quick the quickness of it, it's 50 milliseconds. People judge us in 50 milliseconds. And that's a game changer to understand. It changes everything we do.
Yeah, absolutely. Completely agree with you. My final question for you, Mark, please, is can I ask two very important questions? How can people reach you? so that they can begin the process of building trust with you. And the second question is, and I always say this is a cheeky question, partly because the Americans like the word cheeky, but also because it does sound a bit cheeky, but I'm actually being very serious when I ask you if you have a valuable free resource they can get from you, because that really does build trust, because people sometimes, they just like to take a bit of time getting to know more about your offer before they make connections with you.
Sure. I'm easy to find. Just markgiven.com. And just as it sounds, markgiven.com. And if you go to the homepage of the website and scroll down just a piece, you'll see that you can actually sign up to get a free trust test so that you can evaluate what you believe is your level of trust. And then you can give that very same test to someone else to take about you. So that's free. There's a whole series of questions for you to determine and then evaluate how trustworthy are you really. And then you can see what that other person, whether it be an employer or somebody that you have a relationship with, they can do the same quiz about you, and then you can compare and you can find out how trustworthy you think you are as compared to how trustworthy other people think you are. And that begins a process for growth.
Yeah, absolutely brilliant. And of course, if people are using the technology and the skills that you've taught them, they'll be asking themselves, have I given today? As a really easy way of remembering, it's Mark Given. So markgiven.com. Okay, so Mark, thank you so much. That's been absolutely brilliant. Thank you for entertaining us, educating us, and enlightening us today. It's been fantastic.
Absolutely my pleasure. Thank you for having me.
Again, you're very welcome. And remember, everybody, keep goal busting and make your future self proud. Bye-bye.
Thanks for tuning in to Goalbusters. If you're enjoying it, please subscribe, rate and review it on your favourite podcast platform. Your support is very much appreciated. And if you're ready to boost your online profits, skyrocket your productivity, crush procrastination, and see a positive change in your bank balance, all within just 30 days, this is your opportunity. Take my free 5-day challenge at www.skyrocketyourproductivitychallenge.com.